The earlier what we discussed was the part of your ninth class. Now we will be discussing that you are going to study in 10th class. So let us consider a line and a circle. If I say to all the students of your class, draw a line and a circle on your copy. Some of you may draw like this, a circle and a line. Some of you may draw like this, a circle and a line. Some of you may draw it like this. A circle and a line. So in the first part, this is first, this is second, and this is third. My question is, can you tell me the number of points of intersection? The points where the line touches or intersect the circle. In the first part, no point, because the line and circle are not touching each other. In the second part, how many points? There are 2 points. 2 points of intersection. In this, when the line cuts a circle at 2 points, we call it as a secant. What we call it? Secant. And the third part, it touches it only at 1 point. So 1 point is there. 1 point of intersection. We call it as tangent. When a line touches the circle or cuts the circle at only 1 point, we call it as tangent of circle. So in the class 10th, we will be studying the third part, that is the tangent. Our main focus will be tangents. So the first question that comes into my mind is, how many tangents are possible to a circle? If I have a circle this, how many tangents are possible to a circle? If I call up student, he will take a point and draw a tangent like this. Other student may take a point here and draw a tangent like this. Other student may take a point like here and draw a tangent like this. So many tangents can be possible. So the question is, how many tangents? The question lies in the point that how many points are there on a circle. How many points are there on a circle means here I can take as many as point, means infinitely many points. So if points are infinitely many on a circle, if there are infinitely many points, so infinitely many tangents are possible to a circle. So at every point we can draw one tangent. So points are infinite, means tangents are also infinite. So today we are going to be focusing on this tangents. So the first theorem that's a part of your syllabus, that the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius drawn through the point of contact. The theorem says, if I have a circle, if I draw a tangent like this point where the circle touches the tangent, or we can say the tangent touches the circle, this point is known as point of contact. What we call it? Point of contact. And this is the center. What does the theorem says? The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. If I draw a radius from this point, this will be the radius, it will be perpendicular, means this angle is 90 degree. Say this is P and this is Q. So our main motive is to prove angle O, say point of contact is T. OTP is equal to 90 degree, or angle OTQ is equal to 90. Either this angle is 90 or this angle is 90. So let's prove it. Take a point S on PQ. Say point S is here. Now join OS. What will be the relation between OS and OT? Which will be greater? OS will be greater or OT will be greater? OS will be greater. Why? because T is point on the circle, means OT is the radius. S is lying outside the circle, and any distance more than radius is outside the circle. Similarly, take another point, say A, join OA. What is the relationship between OA and OT? Again, OA will be greater than OT. Take another point B, join OB. OB will be greater than OT. Similarly, in this way, if we are taking n number of points, always OT will be the shortest. And in maths or any way, shortest distance is perpendicular distance. Shortest distance is the perpendicular distance. Perpendicular means OT perpendicular PQ. So angle OTP is equal to angle OTQ is equal to 90 degree. So this is your theorem given on page number 209 of your NCERT book. So based on this theorem, let's discuss some questions. Question number 1, what we have, in a joining figure, O is the center of circle and O is the center of circle and OP is the tangent. If OQ is 10, OP is 8, find the radius. Radius means we join the, always in this chapter, if you want to benefit from tangent, make radius. What is the angle this? This angle will be 90 degree. So OQ is given 10 centimeter. PQ is given 8 centimeter. You have to get OP. What kind of triangle is this? This is a right angle triangle. So apply Pythagoras theorem. 10 square is equal to 8 square plus OP square. 100 minus 64 is equal to OP square. OP square is equal to 36. OP comes out to be 6 centimeter. Next question, find the length of the tangent drawn from a point whose distance from the center of circle is 15 centimeter. Means a circle is there. We have to draw a tangent to the circle. Let's say this point is point of contact. In the copy or in the board, we are not able to distinguish between one point of contact. Always remember, there is only one point of contact between the tangent and a circle. Only one point. This is the center of circle. Distance from the center is 15. The point is 15 centimeter away. And the radius is given 9. We have to find the length of the tangent. This is PQ. So we have to find this PQ. Again, applying Pythagoras theorem, you can easily get the length of PQ. What is the length of PQ? It comes out to be 15 square is equal to 9 square plus PQ square. 225 minus 81 is equal to PQ square, gives you 144 is equal to PQ square, and PQ comes out to be 12 centimeter. In this way you are going to do the questions. And for today your homework will be exercise 10.1 of NCERT book. You have to write down all these things in your fair notebook as well. Thank you.